Eurostar is on the brink of collapse after the pandemic left the service in financial turmoil. It is believed Eurostar has already faced a 95% fall in demand as the pandemic continues to make travel restrictions necessary. The company's annual revenues collapsed from £1 billion in 2019 to about £180 million, €208 million in 2020. On top of this, Eurostar has already borrowed £400 million, €460 million, and received a cash injection of £170 million, €197 million, from its owners. The rail operator is also under pressure to raise funding because of the £400 million debt hovering above its head. This has led to a disagreement between French politicians and the UK government over a bailout fund. Prime Minister Johnson has been pressured to help the company, but the UK sold its share in Eurostar in 2015 for £750 million, €863 million. But Eurostar also employs around 3,000 people in the UK. The Rail, Maritime and Transport (RMT) union called on the government to help the service last July. Assistant General Secretary Mick Lynch said, short-term cuts would have dire long-term consequences. He said the union would be seeking talks to stop this cull of jobs and services which would leave Britain ill-equipped to kick-start the economy with cross-channel tourism and trade. Manuel Cortés, General Secretary of the Transport Salaried Staffs Association, TSSA, said, Eurostar provides a green strategic link between Britain and our European neighbours. It's absolutely crucial that these services are retained. Hugh Merriman, chairman of the Commons Transport Select Committee, joined the calls for UK to come up with a solution for Eurostar. Services have been stripped back to a bare minimum. It needs a joint, bespoke UK-French solution to help it through this crisis. Like airlines, quarantine and travel restrictions have blighted Eurostar's access to its markets during the pandemic. The Community of European Railway and Infrastructure Companies (CER) warned that Eurostar's losses could have a big impact elsewhere. CER highlighted in December that the slump in passenger numbers across Europe's rail system could lead to €22 billion, £19 billion, in losses for 2020. The Channel Tunnel operator is in advanced discussions with a group of banks, including UK taxpayer-backed NatWest, to secure lifeline funding. Insiders said the company's attention had turned to restructuring its loans, following weeks of lobbying ministers on both sides of the channel for a bailout that is yet to yield a deal. There is an option for Eurostar to extend the June deadline for repayment for another 12 months. However, this would mean the company would have to abide by strict financial rules.